welcome to Nax Farm. Sorry today's video is coming kind of late. I was supposed to have posted this video last week, but truly I've been kind of busy, really busy. Visiting farms and seeing a lot of mistakes, because it's like this channel is supposed to be a means for solution, but it's creating problems for me. Because I keep getting calls and I have to attend to people, letting not be as if I'm not trying to help. But for today will be a continuation of our previous video. We'll be talking about small breeds and identifying your breeds. And for today, I want to say happy new month to everyone. It has been a very faithful year, faithful first 7 months. God has been faithful, because it's not just by our strength, it's just for the love of God. And happy every new month to everyone. I don't know what you're going through in your farm, or with the weather, the raining season is here. There's this constant issue of cocci around the corner, diarrhea here and there, but my advice to farmers is be wary of what you give them. Avoid fresh grasses. If you give them fresh, wash it. Allow it to wilt a little before you give your animals fresh grasses, because the downside to it is more than what you can bear. Because I've been seeing complaints on Facebook. Someone is even saying there's a virus in town. Bros, there's no virus in town, it's just the weather. It happens to everyone. And so today I've lost 3 rabbits. That was due to my carelessness, but it's just part of the system. Now before we move on, don't forget to click on the subscription button and the notification button so that when we upload weekly videos, you'll be notified. And please, I'm still begging, help share, help people out there, because the industry in Africa is really trying to grow, and there are so many things setting us back. There are so many misconceptions, wrong informations going out here and there. I see people posting things they have little or no idea about, and it's kind of on the downside to the industry. So please help share and try and help people out. We'll be right back for today's weekly episode, and just stick on. I know you love what I'm about to talk about today. Just hold on. It will be something that will be of great benefit to you. And thanks. Now for today's video, we're back to the issue of small breeds, and I'm trying to show you all a little example of what I've been saying online, because there's really a misconception out there and people need to understand something. Now this, to some people, might be a Dutch, but she's not a pure Dutch. She's a Dutch cross. So there's a Dutch and a New Zealand. She's like the oldest though in the farm. She's 2 years plus, and she's just 2.1 kg at 2 years plus. Now excuse me, why am I saying she's a cross? She has the size of a Dutch, yes, but she doesn't have the color or the markings of a Dutch. She might have the black here and here, but close to her you can see what a Dutch is supposed to look like. So she's more of a cross. So now when you want to showcase your rabbit or sell your rabbit, learn to tell people what you have. Don't give it a name because of the size, or don't give it a name because of the color. Give it the name because of this is what it's supposed to be. Now this is a Dutch. I'll attach a video of different types of Dutch. Just hold on, watch and enjoy.
The American Dutch Rabbit Club recognizes 6 varieties of Dutch. We have the Black Dutch, the Blue Dutch, the Chocolate Dutch, the Gray Dutch, which is currently the only agouti furred rabbit in the Dutch variety, the Steel Dutch, and on the end we have the Tortoise Dutch, which has shadings.
From these 2 pictures now, you can see the difference. So when you see a Dutch cross, you are a Dutch, you should know. So now please, let's move on to today's topic. This is an American chinchilla of the same size with her, But the funniest part about the whole issue is that she is just 9 going to 10 weeks, yes, if I'm not wrong, 9 going to 10, and she's 1.7 kg, and she's 2.1 at 2 years old. Now, when somebody is showing you a rabbit that you're supposed to purchase for breeding purpose, don't just buy the rabbit because it's presentable. Please ask of the weight. Yes, the weight is as important as the color of the rabbit and whatever you want to get from that rabbit. Ask of the weight. It is very, very important. Now, this is what I'm saying. This is the doe. This is the mother to this. Now, this brings us to today's issue, medium-sized breeds. Don't just go for a rabbit because you feel you need such rabbit in your farm, and subsequently you will grow your farm by asking questions online you're supposed to know before going into rabbitry. This is 1.7 to 9, if I'm not wrong, and she is 3.4. She has babies now on ground. So know what you want. Ask questions. You don't just purchase a rabbit because you just want to go into rabbit farming. Is the next big thing, and for that next big thing you will fall big. Ask the right questions. She now has been mated with a chinchilla, which is the father of this. I will soon bring it out. Get what you know will work for your farm. The industry is just starting, and yes, we can understand that there are so many things that will go wrong before we get it right. But in the spirit of getting it right, there are things you need to know. Now, here's the buck, and the doe is right behind him. She's the one there. I just pray he doesn't try mating. Now, when you have this and you have this, you're supposed to get such babies. But when you're mixing, tell someone, my rabbit or whatever I'm giving you is a mix of this and this. Why? It has the way of coming back to you. When you sell crosses, you might get away with it, but someday you might need those same rabbits you've sold, and at the end of the day, you're going to go and buy those mistakes or those crosses you've sold to somebody with the mindset of giving the person a New Zealand white. So it's not something you just venture into with the aim of ripping people off. Tell them what is involved. Tell them what is on ground. There's nothing wrong in you telling people you have crosses. They're all rabbits. At the end of the day, if you're into meat line, it's supposed to be for meat. There is no chinchilla meat. There is no New Zealand meat. It's a rabbit meat. So tell people what you have. Tell people what you want to sell. Tell people what is supposed to be on ground. Now this is what I'm saying. Now, this video you're watching now, to some this is an American chinchilla, and that is a New Zealand, and they are both bucks. Very, very good looking. Wow, they are excellent pure breeds. Very, very nice. They're just 5 to 6 years old. Guess what? These are not pure breeds. These are crosses. This is a cross of a New Zealand and a chinchilla. So now it's one of the reasons why you don't just buy a rabbit by its looks. The buck that just left here is the father of this. I will soon bring the doe. So know what you are getting. Tell the person, I want this. If you're giving me this, please state it and say this is what you're giving me. These are crosses. New Zealand and a chinchilla mix. Don't just get rabbits because somebody has a rabbit for sale. You can see this is like the next trending thing in the market today. Get something that you know you are proud of, you know you want to stick to, because the good thing about these rabbits is for each breed you have, it's like your parent line. You grow your farm, you grow your stocks from them. So please know what you want. Now, in front of me is what we're talking about today. These are New Zealands. The one in front is a doe, he behind is a buck. Get rabbits that at the end of the day, bro, don't try meeting her, she's pregnant. Get rabbits that at the end of the day, you will be glad you have rabbits that will represent your handwork and will speak for you. Now, it's white once again, sorry, it's white again. It's white once again doesn't make it a New Zealand. The history is what makes it in New Zealand. Get box that you can say they are active, they are productive, and you can see what I'm saying about being active. And at the long run, it's going to benefit your farm, because a lot of people are selling what they feel is New Zealand rabbits, what they feel they're keeping in their farm is right, what they told them is what they have, and at the end of the day, they are preaching that same gospel out there and telling people this is what I have in my farm. Please know the history of your rabbit. Know the importance of knowing the history of your rabbit also. Now, medium-sized breed. Back to medium-sized breed. This is a medium-sized brand. This is a New Zealand. He's a buck. He's 4.1. I don't use him anyhow for mating. As you can see, he's very, very active. I just showed you was a New Zealand buck and a New Zealand doe. If you're getting rabbits for meat production, make sure you know what you're purchasing. It's as important as you trying to make money. There are other commercial breeds you can keep, but precisely here in Nigeria, we have here mainly for meat line. We have Callies, we have New Zealands, we have Highlands, we have I can't say we have spotted. I'm not trying to be offensive, I'm not trying to offend anybody out there. I'm just saying we have crosses, because if you say you have a spotted and you know the features of a spotted, what we have here are mainly crossbreeds. A crossbreed of this and a crossbreed of that. The color markings and genetics when it comes to rabbit is a topic that I myself can't even break down, because it's very, very wide. There are colors that they can pop up when you mix certain rabbits, and you can't just explain it. It doesn't mean you tag those rabbits a name because they came out with such features. What am I trying to say now? I've seen a case where someone has a rabbit for sale, and in the litter there's a Cali, there's a Palomino color, there's a New Zealand, and there's a Dutch. Now what he tags his sales is Dutch, New Zealand, Palomino, and Cali for sale, all from 1 liter. Bro, it's a cross. There's nothing wrong in you telling me I have a crossbreed. Back then when we were all going into rabbits as a child coming up, nobody had an idea that there's this breed existing. I just want to keep a rabbit because I love this pet, I love this animal. So it's something that, say it the way it is, you will still sell. Don't get me wrong, you will sell. There is no rule that states it must be this before you can sell, because all these rabbits we keep are a mix of A and B. Yes, somebody mixed a New Zealand with a Hymelia to produce a Cali before it was registered and approved as a breed. So it's just a mix. It doesn't mean you go into research and say you want to create your own breed. No. It's a long process, a very, very long process. So in going into medium-sized breeds, there are a lot. When I say there are a lot, you will see them side by side. There is this, there is that. Just the country now where we are now, well, I see the country of Africa precisely, we are limited in terms of rabbit industry. We are very, very limited. There are very, 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 very few breeds out there. With the number of breeds we have in the rabbit industry, over 100 breeds, if I'm not wrong. What we have here is kind of limited, very, very limited. Yes, I know subsequently people will invest in this business, import good rabbits, import good breeds. But for today, I'm saying do not tag a rabbit a certain breed because of just the looks, because of the phenotypes. The history is very, very important. Not every white man is from US, and not every white man is from UK, and not every Chinese man is from China. That is what I'm trying to make you understand. Now, not every black man is a Hausa man, and not every black man is an Igbo man. There is supposed to be a history attached to every person you know. Now, the history of your rabbit is what makes it its breed. Yes, the history of your rabbit is what makes it its breed, not just the looks. Don't say because it's carrying such looks it's supposed to be such breeds, because it's so it's so funny when I see people post rabbits and they are like, how will I put it? I have Highlands for sale. I have New Zealand for sale. Even the body structure alone doesn't call it a New Zealand. The frame of the body alone doesn't call it a New Zealand. I can say maybe it's because most people, they've not been opportune to see what a New Zealand is supposed to look like. I myself, I can say I was guilty of that, because my eye opened when I paid a farm a visit in Zaria. And will I say that is like the genesis of my story in rabbitry. I've kept rabbits, and I had to deal with what I had when I saw one in the market. Yes, we all bought rabbits from the market. And I was like, could rabbits be this big? If rabbits can be this big, then what am I doing with this breed? Then I just keep mainly Dutch. Dutch, when they say Dutch, we all know what a Dutch is supposed to look like. But most of what we keep them was crosses. You see white and brown, white with black markings. And I was like, let me do away with what I had. I gave them out to a neighbor as a gift. Until I went to this farm, due to bad management, the farm is closed down. I saw rabbits that I was like amazed, as in, can a rabbit be this good? Yes, can a rabbit be this good? The rabbits are so good that at the end of the day, I had to go back into rabbitry, because this is what I've been looking for years, and I'm seeing them here. And most of what I have here today, I got it from them. It's so sad that the farm is dead and gone due to very, very bad management. The farm is dead and gone. And most of the rabbits then, they were all imported. Bad breeding, bad management, bad feeding, bad maintenance, very good housing. This is an indoor rabbit setup with 4 ACs. But there is nothing there now. So, what am I saying? I was once like you. I went in blindly, but now I can see a little, and I'm still seeing further. Because there's a friend of mine in Zaria. Well, I say I can't call him a friend. He's a brother to me. He's a Fulani guy. Yes, a Fulani guy. I'm from Delta State. Yes, people can coexist in Nigeria. It's not all about politics and religion. He's a brother. His name is Mohammed Haruna. He's in Zaria, and I learned a lot from him. He learned a lot from me. We all got rabbits from this same farm. And at the end of the day, what am I trying to drive at? He gave me an insight of where to source good rabbits, because I was thinking of importing. I had to hold on to that dream, because after conversating with the guy, he told me my setup for rabbitry can't maintain those breeds. Yes, in case you are thinking of working towards importation, if your setup is wrong, newsflash, they will die. Yes, they will die. So he gave me an insight. If you want good rabbit breeds, source them from Europe. They have excellent rabbits. There's an issue of language barrier, but they have excellent. When I say excellent, in closing this video, I will show you just 2 rabbits, a huge German grey and a huge German white from Romania. These are rabbits that hit 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 kg. Now, I'm trying to wrap up today, and in wrapping up today, I want to make you understand something. In getting a commercial breed, a medium-sized breed, make sure you get from a reliable source. Do not tag rabbits what you feel they should be because of their colors. No. A rabbit is named based on the phenotype and the history. The history of the rabbit is very, 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 very important. You can't be producing New Zealand's and having Kali markings children. It's a clear indicator that what you have are crossbreeds. Accept your fate and say, hello house, I have crossbreeds for sale. Kali X this, Dutch X this. People that will patronize you will still come. Do not give names to rabbit because you just want to sell them. Do not mislead people. Do not pass out wrong information. Is what we are suffering today in the industry. Thank you for today. Take your time, read online, There is no such thing as Google farmers. There is no such thing as internet farmers. The information is there for you and I. Use it to your own benefit. Grow your farm, grow your own knowledge. Subsequently, I'll be uploading a short video of farms I have visited, mistakes they've made, housing errors, and how I am trying to help them. Have a lovely day. Avoid motivational speakers in rabbit industry. Rabbit is not as easy as they preach it. Happy farming. Don't forget to click the subscription button, the notification button, and please help share. If you need more information, my phone number is down there. Call anytime. Send me a DM on WhatsApp. I will answer you. I will help you out. Thank you and have a lovely day. Happy farming.